Hello and welcome to my fourth video in my recovery mechanics series. Thanks so much for the support on my last video where I went over the Mina flip. If you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend watching it since it's fun and easy to learn. In this video, we'll be covering wall dashes, one of the biggest meta changers we've seen in quite a while. First, what's a wall dash? It's basically a flip towards the wall that you do insanely fast and it can speed you up. Let's start by learning the movements without the flip first. The inputs are basically pulling down the wall, pulling up the wall, and letting go. If you're on the right wall, you pull left on the analog stick, right, and then empty. Once you've become accustomed to the movement, you can start adding the flip. As you're pulling the analog stick to the right, you need to double tap X. And that's the basics. Sounds easy, right? With this information and some quick fingers, you should be able to pull off one or two wall dashes. But as you can imagine, there's levels between a beginner and someone at the top. One of the things you can do is flip more diagonally up the wall. So instead of pulling at a 3 o'clock angle, you'll pull more towards a 2 o'clock angle. This should give you some more forward momentum, but if you pull the stick upwards too much, the flip will fail. Now, where should we be using wall dashes? Luckily, it's very flexible. Most often, the time to use them is to get up to supersonic on a wall when you're low on boost. For now, you'll just be using them to get around the field, but as you get better, you'll be able to use them to catch people off guard. For example, a situation I've seen it used is right before a wall shot. A quick burst of speed right before contact does wonders to add some more power, or outpace someone to the ball. Another situation I've seen it used is to get supersonic when rotating out on defense. Being supersonic when rotating out gives the advantage of being able to demo an opponent that finds themselves in your way. And as you can see, it's pretty destructive. Now I should mention, there are a lot of wall dash tutorials out there, and this tutorial goes over the left-right technique. If this one didn't work for you, then I would recommend finding a tutorial that goes over the spam technique, which in my opinion requires even faster fingers. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it and want to actively catch my next videos, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Thanks guys, peace.